Hey everyone, Jack here, Talk Norwich City, back today to review Norwich City's most recent Premier League defeat, this time to Manchester United at Old Trafford. Cristiano Ronaldo's 50th club hat-trick has meant that we're once again on the losing end of an away day. Far from boring. Two very soft goals for Manchester United to put them 2-0 up. You're suddenly thinking this could get fairly nasty. Ben Gibson once again at fault for a goal. Why he's trying to dribble out from defence is questionable, particularly when there was such pressure on him. And he did give the ball away and it fell to Cristiano Ronaldo. And from that point, you're thinking, just stay solid for the opening 15, 20 minutes. Just bed yourselves in. We know how nervy Manchester United are at the moment. We know just how much their fans are disgruntled with the way things are going on up at Old Trafford. But we gave them an early goal. But the positive thing for Norwich City here is that we dug in and we found ourselves back in the game. Dowell with the first goal, Pukki with the second goal, assisted by one another. And we haven't really seen that from Norwich City. When we've gone behind this season, it's often been a fairly routine victory for the side we're up against. It was different this time, however, and I think there's a few reasons for that. I thought we looked fairly impressive against Burnley. I was speaking then about the change to the midfield, the reintroduction of Dowell. Pierre-Emerick was far better that day. I thought it was the same again today, actually. And the player that's probably going to get the headlines is once again Pukki. It was his 10th Premier League goal of the season. And thanks to NCFC numbers for this stat, he's now scored or assisted 27 of Norwich City's 48 Premier League goals since the 1920 season. That's over half, well over half of Norwich City's Premier League goals have come thanks to Pukki, either assist or the goal itself. And he's a phenomenal football player. 10 Premier League goals in a side that are bottom of the Premier League, in a side that give him very little service, is an incredible record. And once again, just reinstates is that a word? Reinstalls the kind of fact that we have to keep him in the Championship next season. When he's given the ball in good areas, he scores goals. Now, he was given the ball in good areas today, and I think that's partly down to Dowell, who is back in the team in a slightly different position. He's almost in the number 10. And along with Pierre-Emerick, who I think has had a really good couple of games, actually, and it's about time we saw something good from him. It's starting to get better going forwards. And I think that's hopeful for Dean Smith, because he'd hit a dry run where he looked kind of out of ideas, particularly with the players he had at his disposal. And actually, we're kind of finding ways to get that re-clicking again. So that was good, but it once again re-emphasizes the fact that Norwich City can't keep making these defensive mistakes in the Premier League. It is, we just keep talking about it every week. Now, whether Gibson and Hanley are Premier League defenders is a debate that I'm sure a lot of you will have a very strong opinion on, and let me know down in the comment section below. I've seen a lot of people saying, how on earth did we pay £8 million for Ben Gibson to Burnley? They must be laughing. Look, I think they're both on their day very talented defenders. I think they're often best up against sides like Burnley last week, who are going to be playing it long. I think they're fairly comfortable in the air. It's when the ball is on the floor, and yes, we're playing football, so you need to be good with the ball at your feet, where they probably struggle. And that's a concern. I'm really interested to see actually what the reaction to this performance is. I think there'll be some who are really proud of the way that they dug in today, and I think there will be some that go, Manchester United are an absolute shambles of a side this season. We have to be finding something from that game, especially when you go from 2-0 down, you get it back to 2-2, you dig in so deep, and then you concede a set piece, a Cristiano Ronaldo free kick. I've seen some people saying that Tim Krul should have done better, in which case that's 2 of the 3 goals that are kind of down to individual errors. And that's a real shame, because you're not going to be going up to Old Trafford too many times and finding yourselves in with a real shout of coming away for something. I think the positives today, though, Teemu Pukki, again, I think he's been maybe criticised at points this season, but to be in mid-April and already have double figures on his Premier League tally is something that he will be really pleased with. I like the look of Kieran Dowell in this new role. It feels like we're creating more chances. I really like the driving runs of Pierre Lemalou. I think I said it last week. He feels like Marco Stiepermann did at times. And that's quite exciting because when Marco Stiepermann used to play, played well, we played well. It feels the same with Pierre Lemalou. Still question marks around Billy Gilmour. He was substituted on at 2-2. 3 minutes later, we conceded. It wasn't his fault that we conceded. But in terms of like hype around the lone player that just then has not worked out, Billy Gilmour has to be up there. He just has not been great for the entirety of the season, really. I can't really think of a performance where I've gone, wow, this is special. I can see why he's so adored, in the Scotland ranks and in the Chelsea ranks. So that's a real frustration. Let me know what you thought of the game down in the comment section below. It's Newcastle, Villa, then West Ham. They're the next 3 games. It doesn't really get easier from now on in. I think we all know what division we're going to be playing football in next season, and it's probably not the Premier League. But let me know about today's game in isolation. Give me a positive rather than a negative. We've all heard the negatives this season, and they're probably the same as most other weeks. But I want to hear a positive. What did you like the look of from this Norwich team today? Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all again very soon. Bye-bye.